did have the High Priestess pop out when I was doing my initial reading, shuffling. So we'll see what that does. Okay, let's see how we go. Alright, so what is happening for you? April will be a month of reflection and diving in. You will feel most comfortable at home, and perhaps this diving in and reflection linked to a deeper understanding of self or place. We have 2 red suit cards, so that's from the Loving Master suit, and then we have the center card that is for the Creative Master suit. So let's get into it. What is the root of the reading? And what is in your mind? How are you feeling? What are you thinking? I'm liking that these blues are similar. And this dive right in, I feel like, is diving into a sense of self, a sense of home. Home gives a sense of self. All right, let's have a look. So, Lionsgate, number 8, Lionsgate. So definitely a time for spiritual connection, heartfelt connection. These 2 cards belong to the Loving Master suit, with 8 being about abundance and deep psychic connection with the portal when it opens up. 4 and 8, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's interesting. And the colours are very similar too. So a time in self-connection, I get the word self-preservation almost. So maybe that this connection is more about just getting through. Okay, dive right in. Oh, we've got another diving in kind of card. This is 7 lots of reds today so far. Cutting ties. So cutting out the things that no longer serve you, cutting off the things that anchor you into place, cutting out the things that stop you from moving. And the number 7 bring that element of mystery or of spirituality and connection. So and then this sort of the sequential nature of these cards. Again, blues running through. Okay, wow, you're really knocking out the reds today. We've got the Creative Master, so we actually have the major card of the Loving Master suit. She is all about compassion, love, forgiveness, unconditional love, etc. We've got lots of reds repeating through here. So blue and red are very popular colors today. Okay, going into where's your head at? So in this, you've got 2 lions or felines. So I would say that in this period of reflection, and 2 8s again, wow. So it's really a focus on abundance, achievement, business, and authority. So perhaps, and when we think of authority, we think of power. So there's definitely been a period of reflection over what is power, who has power, do you have power? And a sense of self-strength that sees you through, but it is because you're able to connect with a level of self, a higher self, and it's upon reflection. How you're feeling about the middle of the month. Okay, well, wow. Okay, and now another major card. So we've got 2-2, which is the Creative Master. So that's about business, putting things into place. And if we think about the astrology for Aries in the month of April, it is about personal growth. It is about opportunities, making opportunities. Maybe this strength of character, this strength of knowledge is sort of linking in together. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, and peel back the layers, which is a 3. So this one's a little bit off or out of there. It's the only second blue card. So I suppose if we were to look at this all at once. Past, present, future. In the past, you've had a period of reflection, so maybe the beginning of the month there or the end of March. You've had a period of reflection. You feel quite strong in yourself, but you know the strength comes from some intuitive balance that you have brought to the question or to what this reading's about. Currently in the middle of the month, you're going to feel quite creative. You're going to be, got two. You're going to be diving into something that you've created, diving into something new, something exciting, something energetic, turning dreams into reality, doing the hard work, working on projects. And to dive right in, you might have to cut some ties. So there's something's got to go or something's got to give for you to get really into the nitty-gritty and be able to produce this creative builder type mentality, taking you forward. So this is where your head's at. You really would like to do that. You'd like to be creative. You'd like to have a bit more magic in your life. You feel that after this period of reflection, you're ready to get going, but there's still something that you need to cut ties, some emotional tie that you've got to cut. All right, moving on to the future or the end of April, a feeling of home, of security. The number 6 is about love and harmony and balance and service. So we've got this sort of reds picking up through here, a lot of red cards here today, a lot of 8s, and a little bit of sequential kind of numbers. So this sense of home will come from cutting out something that's not serving you anymore, something you don't need, something that's tying you down. And it really comes from a deep place of love and respect. It's about compassion. You might be educating yourself or finding out pieces of information. That information could come from peeling back the layers, digging deeper onto that thing that's kind of annoying you. And if I had 6 and 3, we're going here. So yeah, dig deeper, peel back the layers to understand what it is about this sense of safety or completion or what's the word it's coming in? Sanctuary? Sanity? Sanctuary that's coming in, and that's all because of the deep love that you need and want. So past of the beginning of April was a time of reflection, drawing on your own inner strength and energies, connected to higher source. During the middle of the month, you're going to find that you want to dive right into a new creative project, but there's a few things that are stopping you that you're going to have to cut out to get going. And at the end of the month, you will feel some kind of resolution, some kind of comfort. It's very powerful and strong. These two are very linked together, and this sense of home. But this comes from a deeper peeling back. I'm not sure if you are peeling back more layers on yourself or you're peeling back a few more layers on the things you've got to cut out and jump into. All right, some clarifying cards. Clarifying cards for the 3 for Aries in April. Okay, here we go. Cool. Yeah, it's about business. It's about job opportunity. It's about something that you're moving towards in the sort of the beginning of the month, past part of the month, where you have all this self-reflection. It's good. You're reflecting on the generosity you have, on the abundance. But there might be something gifted to you that causes some kind of change. But it all comes in with the family vibe. The family vibe is really important for Aries this month, and there's a bit of reflection and high connection. Fortuitous. Here we've got the King of Wands, so seizing the day, jumping right in, a man of business, a man of power, looking forward, making the most of opportunities, and we can see that there. I'm drawn to the lizard, I'm not sure why, and And Wands does have a big Aries vibe. Okay, so this is you, this is you, this is you, this is you in this position here. And finally, a bit of movement and change. Similar to this, No Place Like Home, Dorothy clicked her heels and went home, or she was able to traverse parallel lines, universe lines. So this swift change, opportunities, movement. It's a 7 card. Do we have any other 7s? Yeah, down here. Okay, similar colors too. So movement, change. Something's got to change for this creative practice, this creative endeavor to kick off and to be really enjoyable. And when it does change, there'll be swift movement. I don't know, you could be going home somewhere or going to somewhere that feels like home, where you're going to uncover a little bit more of a mystery. Number 3 is about communication. So you might need to communicate with somebody to peel back the layers of the story that can affect the outcome of this. Yeah, okay. Bit of a mystery, this one. But love is important, home is important, and revelations are important. These all tie into the period of time that you've had for self-reflection and this the middle of the month where you're really going gangbusters and you're making your own magic business-wise. Okay, good luck. Have a great month.